Okay, Shalom.
Shalom.
Giving all praises to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shah, by Hashem, Rakak, Wadash. Double honors to the apostles, the bishops, and elders of Great Millstone. And salutation you Akim out there that pushes word in truth and in sincerity. And we're going to go into the book of Obadiah because it's only one chapter, but it's a heavy prophecy that's yet to come to pass. And it's telling Esau, the so-called white man, he got to pay. So without further ado, we're going to get into it, man, because they got a lot of blood they got on their hands, man. Going back to the ancient Greeks. So we're going to get into it. Okay, brother.
Obadiah verse 1. The vision of Obadiah, thus saith Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, concerning Edom. We have heard a rumor from the Lord, and an ambassador is sent among the heathen.
And that ambassador is these, starting from the apostles on down to the elders, the bishops, which are the men of the Lord, that's out here pushing this word to tell you your downfall, to tell you what's going to happen to you in the latter days, man. Yeah, bro. We in them latter days right now. Yeah, bro.
Right. And on the world stage, that was Gamal Abdul Nasser, who was the prime minister of Egypt at the time. And he said, how can the Jews leave black and come back white?
That's right. Showing you that prophecy, these nations know who we are, but they're going to keep it a secret. And then now you have Donald Trump, which is Nero, bombing Venezuela to take resources from them, because with the campaign in the Gaza Strip failed, the campaign in Ukraine failed, so they went to Venezuela and bombed and arrested Maduro and his wife. And that's not going to stick well with China and Russia. But yeah, bro.
It says, an ambassador is sent among the heathen. Arise you and let us rise up against her in battle.
And that's these different nations that's going to rise up against Esau, the so-called white man, in battle, man. Because what Esau is doing, like I mentioned, they bombed Venezuela, a nation that has no threat to them. But they claiming they bombing them. It's always a reason why they bombing. Drug trafficking. Esau is the biggest drug dealer in the history.
That's right.
But they talking about, it's drug dealing happening, so we got in a vicious cartel, so we gotta regulate, but it's all about the precious minerals, the gold, the silver, the oil. That's what it's all about, man. It's not about anything else but their resources, man. We're not ignorant of Satan's devices. 2 Corinthians 2:11. Right. We're not Esau get down, man.
Right.
Yeah, bro.
It says, behold, I have made thee small among the heathen.
Now, it's like now you have become small among the heathen. Yeah, brother.
Thou art greatly despised.
All these different nations despise your ass, man. Why? Because they got nuclear technology. Now they're not small to you. The Most High made America small towards the heathen. All these different other nations, because they got nuclear weaponry, or they got backing from a nuclear power state like Russia. So they don't care how because they're gonna they got a backing, a military backing, like Venezuela. Shit is crazy, man.
That's right, that's right. It says, the pride of thine heart hath deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock.
Talking about Esau, the so-called white man, cave dwellers,
Yep. Whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground?
All you gotta do is look at the skyscrapers and how Esau like to build 115, stories or whatever the case may be, buildings, man. I myself, man, I hate that shit. I don't like heights, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
I don't like that shit, but Esau, he dwells in that comfort, you know what I mean? So that's his habitation. Talking about the Edomites, man, who habitations on high. All you gotta do is look up Petra or Mount Seir. The modern day Basra is America. Yeah, bro.
Yeah. And that's the ancient Basra.
That's right.
If I'm not mistaken, Petra.
Yeah.
And it says, though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the stars.
During the time of, during the late 60s, Esau, the so-called white man, started by Sputnik with the Russians. They also are Edomites, but not all of them. But they went and they set their nest amongst the stars with them satellites, and going out there in outer space, man. That was all prophecy. They was fulfilling prophecy. They set their nest amongst the stars, but guess what? The Most High gonna bring their asses down, man. He's gonna tell you that. Yeah, bro.
Yep. It says, though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down, saith Yahweh Shem Yahushua.
The Lord's gonna bring you down by thermonuclear destruction. Contrary to fly from them chariots, man. But before that, economic collapse, in each king that ruled, before they fully collapsed, it was instability, it was uprising of the people, usurping each other, the government, they trying to take each other down, trying to be the next one to rule. That all happened. So it's nothing, it's the same thing happening in America. So here we have it, Esau going down, they're trying to fight tooth and nail. Here it is, they starting a war with Venezuela for nothing, absolutely nothing, but to take their resources. On the spinning wise, you got drug cartels bringing drugs in America. The biggest drug dealers are the ones in America. Yeah, bro.
That's right. It says, though I set thy nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down, saith the Lord. If these came to thee, if robbers by night, how art thou cut off? Would they have not stolen till they had enough? If the great gatherers came to thee, would they have not left some grapes?
Because when you go back to Israel, they had like a welfare system where they would gather grapes and everything, but they would leave things to the poor. But Esau don't do that, man. Right. Esau is out of order. He would take everything and leave nothing for the poor. So that's what it's talking about there, bro.
That's right. And that's why you got war and poverty rampant in the earth, man.
Because Esau takes everything and leave nothing for the poor. And that's why you got these people bucking up against these governments, because they blaming the government, but it's out, in all actuality, it's the Edomites that's doing it, man. Because your government, the one that's in rule, he's rich. He been paid off. But you're being sucked dry. So he don't give a fuck about you. He sold out to the Edomites. Maduro didn't do that. That's why they arrested him and his wife. Because he was being straight up. He was not selling out his people. But now, he's going to pay a heavy price because he's been arrested, and now he's going to be put on the American tribunal for crimes of selling drugs and all that, which is something that he never did. This is how Esau get down, man. Yeah, bro.
It says, how are the things of Esau searched out?
Do the internet, do the unicorn. That's how we finding out all the dirty deeds of Esau, going back to the ancient Greeks, the ancient Romans, up into the Renaissance time, up into how Esau was using buck-breaking tactics, the learned protocols of how there's the learned protocols of the elders of Zion, how they use the women to keep men in check. We find these things out, man.
Yeah, the Willie Lynch letter.
The Willie Lynch letter. Yeah, going into how using light-skinned and black men, light-skinned and dark-skinned people to come up against each other, man. It was totally wicked, man.
Yep, the delectable Negro.
Yep, how they was eating Jake,
Yeah, there's all kinds of information out on these damn Edomites, man.
Yep.
All right, and you even got books by this guy by the name of Charles Wiseman. He wrote the book Who is Esau, Edom, and the Roman Empire, the empire of the Edomite.
So that's showing you, man, how these devils are being exposed, how they being exposed, how they wickedness is being searched out, man. It's telling you in the scriptures. Yeah, brother.
Yep. How are his hidden things sought up? All the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee.
And that's what's going to happen, man. NATO and all your confederates, so-called confederates, will come up against you. Because what you're doing is wicked. And they seen this shit. It's unjust, man. Nobody want to be a part of that shit, man. Yeah, bro.
And it says, it prevailed against thee. They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee.
They that eat that bread that laid a wound, that bread that they eating is your financial, you know how you like to, divvy out dividends, or how can I say financial, what you call that again? Financial what? Financial aid, to these different nations, man. They're going to take that aid, but they're going to deceive you by fucking you up with nuclear missiles, man.
Yep.
You people have not a clue what's going to happen to you, man. And nobody is, and you know what? I can't even go now. It's the light. Oh, I got the light. Yeah, I got the light. Yeah,
you got the light.
And nobody going to mourn y'all, man. Nobody going to mourn y'all. Nobody going to be, hurt or what happened to America. Only the people that's making money for these different nations.
Right. That's who's going to be, like the scriptures say, they're gonna what? They're gonna
mourn and bewail her.
Right. Mourn and bewail her. Yeah.
Because of all the money they was making, but the average person that's not making no money off of America, that's not benefiting, they're not going to mourn you. They're going to be all dead too. Because most of them people is a part of the 2/3, or heathen nations. Yeah, bro.
Yep. And prevailed against thee. They that eat thy bread have set a wound under thee, laid a wound under thee. There is none understanding in him.
There's no understanding in these different nations of how they, did what they did and why they doing what they doing. Because everything is of the Lord,
Yeah.
So
first and foremost, dealing with the so-called white man, the Edomite.
That's right.
There's no understanding in him, because like the scriptures say, you know what I'm saying? He says, who is God? He has a God complex. He says he's God. You know what I'm saying?
He think he's God.
Yeah, exactly. All right. It says, shall I not in that day, saith the Lord, even destroy the wise men out of Edom, and understanding out of the amount of Esau?
And all the wise men of Esau, the Most High's going to destroy them, because everybody, there's no more. Where?
Right there behind us.
Right here?
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I see. Maybe I can fit there.
Yeah.
Or maybe I can fit right there.
All right, cool. Go ahead, bro. Salaki brothers, we on the move.
Trying to find a spot.
We in the area where we gotta,
search for
spot.
Grounds, there's all kind of parking over here. Let me see what happens. You know what I mean? I just gotta make this U-turn. See if I can. Yeah, I know. See if I can find something decent. But yeah, bro.
We gonna end the
on the way going home, we could do a part 2. You know what I mean?
we gonna end it right here, brothers.
If we do a part 2,
close it out, brother.
Hey, so with that, we're gonna say Shalom. There's gonna be a part 2 coming, and that's gonna be that.
Yeah.
All right, bro.
Shalom.
Shalom.